Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another podcast episode. So before I get started, if you're following me on Twitter, there's going to be a special link to a podcast. Well, more of just a live stream and a discussion that I'm going to be sharing out. This kind of outweighs. Well, like it not outweighs, but it kind of tells the tale of what happened over the last 3 months. Um, what happened to the boost videos, all those things. So you'll get an idea of exactly what's happening with all that. Um, as some major points happened recently. I just don't want to go into detail right now about it, but um, yeah, I'll probably do another live stream just kind of talking about that later on down the road if anyone's interested. But definitely keep a lookout on Twitter or X, whatever it's called nowadays, and that way you guys will catch wind of what happened. Because I go into full detail and I'll let you guys know exactly what happened. And then, of course, be expecting some video drops of Boost Infinite service, speed testing, and all that kind of stuff, what I was doing before. All that stuff coming down the road in the future. So you can be expecting more of those videos. I am going to be rejoining my Facebook page. Well, group, actually, not page, but my Facebook group about Boost Infinite. I'll be rejoining that here soon. A lot of changes, a lot of major changes happening. All that will be explained in the future. But again, if you follow me on Twitter, you definitely don't want to miss that link, because that link will bring you to the live stream I did earlier today that explained a whole lot for the past 3 months of what went on. For those people that were asking and I couldn't really talk about it. Anyways, as the title implies, Pixel 8 and 8 Pro may get more OS updates. And I'm not kidding with anybody. I'm not talking about security patch software. I'm talking about major software updates. So if this is true, the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro would eventually have its life expectancy all the way up to Android 19. It is true. The link is in the description of the live stream from 9 to 5 Google. I'm actually going to pull their website up so we can take a look at it as well. But, this is something that I feel like that a lot of people have been asking for when it comes to Android. And people have been poking fun at Google for the fact that Samsung promised 4 OS updates, 5 years of security patch software updates, and Google offered 3. And, we can try to speculate why they went that route, why it was, to that extent of, 3 OS, 5-year security patch. All those things we can guess on, we can guesstimate on, but the real, no one's behind the scenes to really know. I know that one of the big speculations when it comes to this is that people are saying that there wasn't much confidence behind the Tensor G1 or the Tensor G2 to believe it can support the life expectancy of 5 years of major software updates. Does this mean that Google is going to be shifting away from Exynos-based chips designs? Are they gonna, did they finally get the hang of it? And with future Tensor chips, that it's just going to be made in-house, no influence from Samsung and their Exynos chips and their modems and whatnot? We don't know. Hopefully so, because I do think that a company should stand on their own leg when it comes to, to their products, to their hardware and things like that. I am a very major Pixel fan and would love to just see them completely independent to some form of degree. Can't say that they're going to be fully independent, because no handset manufacturer out there is fully independent away from all of that. Archie Mobile, what's up, man? What's going on? I haven't seen you in a while, man. So thank you for coming in. Really appreciate you for popping through. Appreciate you for being here. But anyways, there really hasn't been, so it's just one of those crazy things. But anyways, I'm going to share the page with you guys and gals. Those that are watching the replay, and we're just going to kind of just take a look at this. So hopefully that's pretty legible. Hopefully. Let's see. Got a notification from Restream. I don't know why they got to bother me in the middle of my live stream. But okay, yeah. So we'll go through the website. I'll check comments here in a little bit. But this came from 9 to 5 Google. Link is in the description if you want to read it for yourself in its entirety. But it says source: Google Pixel 8 will get more OS updates with longer lifespan than Samsung. Now, it'll take a genius to kind of understand what they mean by that. If Samsung promised 4 years of software updates, then obviously this is going to be 5 or more years of software updates that Google is going to be offering the Pixel 8, 8 Pro, and future Pixel devices. So they're going to kind of open up this whole article, really just kind of talking about it, while the Pixel 6 ushered in 3 years of major Android OS version updates, an additional 2 years of security patches. That's still nowhere near the longevity of the iPhone, which everyone can agree with that. The iPhones pretty much get pretty long software security and just major OS updates, right? The iPhone XS or XS, however you pronounce it, totally up to you. But that device is still even being supported with software support from Apple. I'm not talking about that, it's stuck on iOS 15 and just getting the different variation updates of iOS 15, but I believe it's getting iOS 6. Well, it has iOS 16, and it may get 17, but I could be wrong on that. But anyways, that's a pretty well old device, and it's still supported today. And a lot of people feel the same way about Google Pixels. They need to be supported in the same way as well. Google makes Android in-house. They make the Google Pixel phones in-house. They're making their chips in-house. So there's a lot of things here to kind of take into consideration why Google hasn't done this before. Why is it taking them so long to do it now? At least for me, better late than never. And yes, the Pixel 6 did usher in that whole 3 years of software support, two additional years of security patch. So that's 5 years total, but 3 major software updates. Well, with the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro, that is going to launch with Android 14, 5 software updates on that would mean that it would reach all the way Android 19, maybe possibly even Android 20. There has to be a balance when it comes to this, but I'll get into that a little bit later, after we kind of just take a look at this article here and just kind of point out some of the stuff. So, it goes on to talk about the NVIDIA devices, like NVIDIA Shield. The NVIDIA Shield can do 8 years of updates on its hardware. And that's why they make their own chip, the Tegra X1 and the X1 Plus chips. So, of course, they make their chips in-house, right? Google touts 5 years of Pixel updates on existing Tensor-powered devices as after Android 13, 14, and 15, for example, the Pixel 6 will get 2 more years, so 24 monthly security patches that should let you comfortably keep using the phone, albeit without major operating system updates during those last 2 years. Of course, many new features on Android are delivered via app updates and Google Play services, so your phone will not be left too far behind. But a lot of people don't want their phones behind at all. And so they go on to talk about that there's Apple with the iPhone XS released in September of 2018 with iOS 12 that will get iOS 17 this fall. The iPhone 6S 7 from 2015 is still getting regular security patches on iOS 15. That stands shy of 8 years of dates. Yeah, it does. Update story. Paling in comparison to the iPhone has been an easy knock, and Google is working to address that with the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro. We're hearing that Google plans to competitively boost how many years of OS updates the Pixel 8 series and presumably future devices will get. So that's really nice of all that just kind of come through. See if there's anything into the article. Nope, that's pretty much the last body of the article. Don't want to read too much of it and plagiarize. But again, that's pretty nice. I've heard Wear OS beta might be available on the Pixel Watch soon. Yeah, I've been reading a lot of info on that. I have no intentions of wanting to put my Pixel Watch on any of Google's beta, because it really is true, which I think is probably one of the things that I don't like about Google at this point is if you're gonna put out beta software for consumers to try, you need to back that with some sort of warranty, because it is your software you're putting out there. Now they're warning, their little disclosure that they have, like when you go to well, I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up so everyone can see it. Hang on. Stop sharing. I'll go to the website g.co/Android beta. Let's see. Where is it? They have I'm trying to see exactly where they put it, because all my devices are already opted in. So if I was to share with it, you guys will see. As you guys can see, my Pixel 5, 6, and 7a is on Android 14 beta. And this tells you like enrolled devices will continuously get updates. They have their FAQs. Shows you which devices are eligible for it. Let's see. Let's just do a. It doesn't even show you. I guess it doesn't even show you on the page. That's how weird it is. Like when you click on any one of these devices and enroll in it, it will literally tell you that the warranty that your device has is void when you install their own beta. You install any of their own beta, and the warranty on your Pixel device is voided. Everything Tech, what's up, man? What's going on? So that's the reason why that, with the Pixel Watch, with them opening up possibly a beta Wear OS program, I have no intentions of enrolling my watch in it. I don't want to deal with, with any issues that may cripple my watch, and then the warranty doesn't cover the replacement on it. I think it's still under warranty till October this year. And then after that, it'll just be a single point where I would have to just, do the repairs myself. Anyways, with just that being said, the fact that Google has the intentions of offering 5 years of major software support is a very, very big deal. It really is. I know that I was okay with just 3 years of major software updates, because I know as for myself, I intend to get the next newer devices as soon as possible. And so, I really wouldn't be sitting on a device for 2 to 3 years solid just using that device, right? I do use some of my older devices for nostalgic reasons, but usually my main daily driver is always going to be something that is, of current. And so the 3 years of major software support wasn't a big deal for me. It was for a lot of people that, wanted more out of their Pixel device. They wanted more longevity. And I can see why that, they felt that way. So to me, it's just like, okay, cool. Like now that they're going to do 5 years, I think that should calm a lot of nerves down. It should have people feeling a little bit better about buying a Google Pixel phone, knowing that if they wanted to just sit on that phone and they really liked it, that it would be supported for the next 5 years, right? Now, does that mean that the security patch updates extends by another 2 years, making it 7 years of security patch updates? I don't think so. I think it's still going to be 5 years of security patch updates, right? So while you get the major software update, which happens every year now, you'll continue to get the monthly security patch updates and the Pixel drop updates, which happens quarterly. So your device is supported 5 years in all angles, not just security patch. And that's good. That is good. But see, here's my thing when it comes down to stuff like that. While you are getting 5 years of security patch updates, you know, and you'll probably get like the latest features, which may or may not come to your device. Not every new feature that comes with the next upcoming Google Pixel device is going to be backwards compatible to a lot of older Pixel devices. That's just something that I know off firsthand. There are things that are feature-wise on Android 13 that are available on the the Pixel 6, the Pixel 6a, the Pixel 7, the Pixel 7a. That's not ready and available on the Pixel 4 XL, and the 4 XL runs Android 13. So there's things that don't come to it, My great decisions are always based on modem enhancements. Right. That would be just because your main primal focus is network connectivity and 5G growth. Because everybody has different ways of using their phones, right? Some people are all about the network connectivity and the telco. There are people that are all about gaming on mobile devices. There are people that are about useful features. There are people that are just social networking and messaging. That everyone has like all their different things that comes down to the smartphones and why they choose certain smartphones and why they upgrade, right? Everyone has different reasons why they upgrade and everything. But for me in itself, that kind of like correlates, Archie, with what I was saying, or what I was going to say, basically going into my little spiel here, and that is hardware support. Because again, these phones are not modular. They don't have what Google was working on, the Project Aura. They don't have that, so it's not modular. You can't swap out parts, because that would have been cool as hell. Can you imagine, like, a modular Google Pixel phone where it would kind of look funny and ugly to some people, being able to take these little square brick looking things off the main phone body and replacing it with something else. But how cool would it be if you could just like take that module that has the Tensor G3 chip and pop it off and then put the Tensor G4? Like, that'd be so cool. What camera is better, Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra or Pixel 7? What has the zoom feature? So that is subjective. That's a very subjective question to the Maldonado Familia. The Galaxy S22, people tend to look at that device because one of the things that's always pushed about it is its zoom capabilities, and it would zoom in on the moon and you would be able to snap a photo of the moon. What's up, Mike? You'd be able to snap a photo of the moon and have like this clear resolution of the moon's surface, right? And even then, like, people were in shock and awe when they found out that technically the true raw photo taken from the Galaxy S22 wasn't as clear as the photo presented when it was done processing, right? Everybody got mad and started like talking shit about Samsung, like, oh, they're producing fake photos, because technically how it works is you get that super zoom, it takes a picture of the photo, and then the photo processing is smart enough to know that that's the moon. So you take the photo of the moon and it uses AI to correct it and just kind of like overlay a slight image of what the moon would look like. And people got mad about that, but that's what Google Pixels do, if no one knew that. Like, when you take photos with the Google Pixel devices and what they call their computational photography and their AI system that corrects imperfections, what they mean by that is that the AI enhances things in the photo, but it also is smart enough in less than a millisecond able to gather information from the internet and be able to understand that what you just took a picture of, like if it was a bench at a park and the bench was made out of wood, it understands how the surface of wood would look, so it could correct that to give you a much more defined photo of the bench. And that's how the photos work. So really, going back to your question about which is better, so like for me, that depends on what's most important to you when it comes to photography. Okay, now I know that the Google Pixels, the thing that I like about them and why I always push about their photography is because you don't have to know diddly shit about photography, and you can get yourself a badass shot with the Pixel 7, 7 Pro, any of the Pixel devices. That's just because the way that it's able to process the photos, it does it for you as if you weren't playing around with manual mode. That's how the AI works. The AI is your manual mode. You just can't control it. The Galaxy S22 takes awesome and amazing photos too. I've seen photos taken from it, and I think that they're pretty awesome. My only gripe with Samsung in itself is how they calibrate their photos. They calibrate their photos to be like super vibrant, so sometimes the colors come out a bit unnatural and overly saturated. It's always been that way with Samsung, but that's just my preference. That's not me shitting on Samsung at all. Other people like that vibrancy and they like their colors to pop more in photos. I like my photos to look a little bit more natural. So if that means that, the coloring is a little bit duller in my photos, I would prefer that over a enhanced color. What's up, Mike? What's going on, man? You come in to Side Hustle Mike, switch it up to B-Tech Reviews. Welcome in. But me, my thing is always going to be Pixel. So that's just me being upfront. So 5 years is going to be good. But like I was saying, my next point that I was going into about the whole 5 years of software security updates with Google Pixel 8 and future Pixel devices is hardware support. You got to have that support. Like I was talking about, having a modular phone, being able to switch out from the Tensor G3 to the Tensor G4 chip. We don't have modular phones like that. So because we don't have modular phones, the hardware that's in the phone itself, the board itself, the chip itself, the modem itself, it does not change. You can only do so much with software to enhance those hardware components, but you cannot drastically change its identity to run like a newer piece of hardware when it's older. It's still going to show its age at some point. And from what I've seen in my years of messing with smartphones is that phones tend to start to show their age after 2.5 years. So after 2.5 years of it being out, whether you've used it all 2.5 years or if you swap between devices but eventually find your way back to it, it's always been that where it's 2.5 years it shows its age. So you could have the 5 years of support and say say you got the Pixel 8, you could be like, yeah, my phone is going to be good, I'm gonna get Android 19, and you will get Android 19, but just like how well would it work? Will the optimization and fluidity be there as if you got the phone out of the box day one? So that's what I look at when I talk about these software updates with any of the Google Pixel devices. Is not only like, are they going to get the next version of Android? Will they get the next three major softwares of Android? Are they going to get those? Like, that's not the only thing I look at, because you can get them doesn't mean it's going to run smooth. Doesn't mean that they're going to do a tremendous job optimizing it for your device. So what's the point of having the latest version of Android if it's going to run like shit? If you're only going to get frustrated, because to me, that's like a sales tactic, right? I'm not saying that that's what Google's going to do. So don't put words in my mouth and be like, Tito said this is what Google does. No, I'm saying that anybody that wanted to make money, you can have like the Pixel 7a get all the way up to Android 20. Hell, you can put Android 21 on the Pixel 7a. And the problem that you're going to have here is that if it's not optimized for the Pixel 7a, and the Pixel 7a runs like shit, you're going to feel like you want to go and buy another Pixel device. I'll just get the newest one that comes out. Might as well. I'll be supported for another 5 years, right? Sales tactic. Marketing. Sales tactic. Marketing. By the way, if you want to help out the channel, there's a QR code there. You guys can definitely help out the channel and support directly to me if you don't want to give it to YouTube. Some people do like to do those super chats. If you don't want YouTube taking any of it and want it strictly going to me, there's that QR code right there. You guys can use that and support the live stream, as I'm going to be podcasting every day for the rest of this month, right? Which is not long, but still, I'll be going live every day. And so I think this is like a big step forward with Google and the Google Pixel devices. I mean, there's certain things that Google is doing, and I feel like that they're making these changes for the better. They're making these changes for the better. On top of that, when you think about it, you have the Tensor G1, the Tensor G2 chip, right? You have those two, and it almost feels like that Google kind of waited. Like, I do kind of agree with some of the critics out there that say, like, maybe Google didn't have full faith in their Tensor G1 and G2 chip. So they didn't push it to give it five major software updates. But with the Tensor G3, because at some point, like I said, at some point Google is going to have to do this on their own. They can't always rely on Samsung. Even though they have this nice partnership with Samsung going on, they can't always rely on it. So with that being said, good on Google. But enough of me talking about it. What are your guys' thoughts? Like, what do you guys think of Google going to offer 5 major software updates to their future Pixel devices, starting with the Pixel 8 series? Like, does that entice you a little bit to start looking at Pixels as an option for you to buy? If you're already, using Google Pixel phones, does that say, hey, you want to upgrade to one? How do you guys feel about that? Hey, what's up, Nguyen Dang? What's going on, dude? How do you guys feel? Like, how does it make you feel to know that? And again, if you guys want to read the article for yourselves from 9 to 5 Google, it is in the description. Go into that description box. You should see it there. 9 to 5 Google link to Google Pixel 8 and 8 Pro, getting more software updates than just 3 years or 3. Yeah. Anyways. So like I was saying in the very beginning of the live stream, if you guys are coming in right now and you guys missed it in the beginning of the live stream, I did state that there is a particular live stream that if you guys want to know exactly what happened to me over the last 3 months and what happened to some of those boost videos, if you guys want to know the whole story, I did a live. I'm going to share that link on Twitter, which will direct you to it. Because I streamed it as a members only. I didn't want certain prying eyes in that live stream. And then, I'm going to share the link for people that are non-members to watch it. That link will be up for 24 hours and then it will be taken down. But that just explains everything that happened with Boost Infinite, Boost Mobile, and whatnot, as I'm no longer with the company. But I'll do a future video explaining why I'm no longer with the company, but just what happened to, how did they affect my channel and everything. I went off on that, and I'll share that link on Twitter. So if you're not following me on Twitter, definitely follow me and you'll find that link. Links are in the description to follow me on Twitter. And will that affect the Google 4A 5G as well? No, anything that is before the Pixel 8 is not going to get 5 years of software update. This is only going for the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro and future Pixel devices. So that does suck because I have the 7A, the 7, the 6, 6A, and the 5A and 5, and none of those will receive 5 years of software updates. But then again, too, I feel like that those devices will definitely be showing their age by around that time that, they reach their 3rd software update, right? So the 7A with Android 13 will get 3 software support updates. So that means they'll get all the way up to Android 16. And then that's where its life will hold at Android 16 with an additional 2 years of security patch updates to basically keep it secure. I'm getting like all kinds of messages on Twitter or X, whatever it's called nowadays. X, Twitter, whatever, whatnot. Yeah. So let me see. I'll probably share that live stream link. Hang on. Yeah, I pretty much go into a lot of detail about what happened. So Well, I'll share it later because I have to set it unlisted instead of members only, so that way other people are able to view it. Well, people, that is on beta. Will we get the newer software update? No. You will not get the newer software update. So just being on beta just allows you to basically like test out the next version of Android, but it doesn't continue the life expectancy of it. Now, you could manually do it yourself if you're comfortable with flashing custom ROMs on your device, and you can always get the instructions from xda.com. And if your device is if its bootloader is unlocked, then yeah, you can flash a custom recovery on it first to be able to flash a custom ROM zip file and completely keep your device up to date. I mean, there are people who have the Pixel 2 XL that they have it on Android 13. I think that's pretty badass. I would love to see a Pixel 2 XL like fully functional on Android 13. That'd be so cool as hell. See, I can't do it with mine because both my Pixel 2 XL and my Pixel 4 XL, they're Verizon variants, so the bootloader is locked. And like I've been slowly like researching on how to bump recovery past without the bootloader being unlocked. But it's nearly virtually impossible. Some people have found ways to do it on other devices, but like LG devices have an LAF file that you can trick the system and bump a recovery past that to be basically put on the device, because that's really that is what you need. You need a custom recovery, because the stock recovery doesn't allow system zip files to be flashed on that are not verified signed by Google. See, that's the thing you're having to try to bypass. If you can't get a verified signature for a zip file that was custom made operating system from Google, like that'd be cool if Google opened up a program for custom ROM developers that if their ROM was built extremely well and has good support, as in like if there's bugs found, they have a support team that supports to fix those bugs. It'd be cool if Google created like some sort of developmental program where they would actually verify sign these zip files, and then you can actually install them as a system update rather than flashing them through a custom recovery as a custom ROM. that'd be really cool. But that's wishful thinking. Like I have all kinds of weird ideas that come about when it comes to just things that I think that would be awesome with Google. Like I'm happy in the fact that with Google Fi service, like Google now, I think it sucks you have to go on their Unlimited Plus plan, but if you go on it, you get a year of YouTube Premium free, just for being a subscriber on the $65 plan on Google Fi. I really wish they would just bake that into like all three plans, like the Fi Flex, the Simply Unlimited, and then the Unlimited Plus. That'd be solid as hell. That'd be solid as hell. No. Any other questions that anyone may have about the Pixel 8 Pro and the 5 years of software support, or even Wear OS beta? Those that got a Pixel Watch, are you guys actually interested in installing beta, knowing that it does void your warranty? Will you, or do you feel like that it will like it's something that you want to try out? Because for me personally, Wear OS beta is not something I'm going to try out. I'm not going to deal with the same crap that happened to my Pixel 7. If you guys don't remember, like I had Android 14 beta on the Pixel 7. I tried to downgrade it out back to Android 13, and it FRP locked the phone, and Assurion's store couldn't fix it. Nobody can fix it till I found a website that just had a very quirky update to do, and you had to do all these little weird things, including the most scariest part, which was dial 911 just to be able to get yourself to Google Maps, to fully open Google Maps, to then go through Google Maps and search for a business, and then try to it had all these real quirky steps, but it worked. It helped me bypass the FRP lock, and I was able to get back into my Pixel 7. So that's the reason why I'm very weary about beta software. Can't believe a beta version of it voids warranty. Yeah, I mean, if Google would have some sort of special warranty aside for those people that tried the beta software, that would be great. Like then I would have no problems trying out the beta software, because if something does happen, well, I could just take it to Assurion, their local repair shops here that used to be called You Break I Fix. They were bought out by Assurion. Now they're Assurion Tech. But I could take it to them and they can fix it. But yeah, no, it voids the warranty. So the ones that I have on beta right now for beta 14, once full version of Android 14 is out, then I'm going to drop them all out of the beta program, so I don't get any other beta updates, and just keep it on bone stock, whatever version they're going to be on. Makes me want to just get the regular Android version. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, if testing out new features in the next upcoming version of Android is not your forte, like, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, because I see people that jump on the beta software just so they can say on social media, I got the beta software. But they're not really doing anything with it. Like, they're not really looking for anything new and trying to report to people what they found. You know, they're just literally sitting on it just to say, I have beta software too. But, you know, beta software is not a championship one. It's not anything that's, like, you know, really good or anything like that. You know, it's literally just it's just, you know, pre-release software, and who the fuck wants to be proud about that? Thoughts on All In, non-tech related? Yeah, I mean, I wasn't too fascinated about after hearing, you know, the whole debacle and everything. I mean, I heard it was a good pay-per-view. I heard some of the matches were really good. I haven't looked into watching it. And there's just so much shit that's just going on. Like, even right now, like, I'm live streaming right now to take my mind off certain things that transpired. But yeah, I just haven't been into it. In the last couple of days, I played Pokemon Go Fest 2023, and then, you know, vlogged that, you know, on the channel. I killed out my wrestling channel because, you know, I'd rather just go live on the Scorpion Deathlock podcast if I want to talk wrestling. But, you know, I just have my other things that's going on, and yeah, I just haven't really been paying attention to it in the last couple of days. Anyways, yeah, so that's pretty much all that I really got to say at this point. If you're just coming in now, catch the replay, and you guys will get to hear what I had to say about this whole news of yeah, I'll probably hop in for a little bit. Just send a link, and when I got time to go in, if you're still live, I'll jump in. But yeah, be on the lookout for my tweet that's going to have a link to the story of the battle between me and Dish and what happened over the last 3 months, and I explained it in that live. I'm going to unlock that video here in a little bit because I did it as a members only live stream. I will unlock that video here so the rest that want to know about it can watch it. You got to follow me on Twitter to get that link to that live stream so you can watch it. It's like an hour-long live stream, so it's pretty long, but you'll get the whole rundown story of what happened. Again, if you want to support me directly and not YouTube, right there, that QR code, you can use that. That's for PayPal. If you have PayPal, if you want to help out, I will appreciate, you know, any donos that's sent. We really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll let you guys go. I really don't got much to say after this point. Just let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Thanks for watching this live stream. If you're coming in and you're watching the replay, let's do hashtag Android 5, supporting for 5 years, software support. That would be actually pretty cool. I don't know why Restream's been doing that lately. Like, the whole slide panel thing just gets all messed up. But all right, I'll let you guys go. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another one. Yeah, Brian. Check out the replay, Brian. I'm about to jump off right now. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, 12 noon my time. I'll do another live stream again. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I'll probably just wing it, but I'll see you guys there, hopefully. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate y'all.